What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be helping you guys out, and for all the new Overwatch players, this is a video for you. I'm also gonna be making a tier list in the future, pretty soon, maybe tomorrow or something, where I'm gonna showcase the S tiers for like higher ranks, and that is like Diamond and above, or like maybe Master and above. But right now, for all the new Overwatch 2 players, I am actually going to make you guys a tier list to actually let you know which characters are actually good to pick. And as you can see, we have an S tier, A tier, B tier, B tier, C tier, and we have a dog tier. If the character is in dog tier, please to God, never pick this character. All right, let's get into it. So, starting off with D.Va. D.Va got some major buffs and is really strong at the moment, and she is getting nerfed, I think. But if you are in plat and below, you are probably dog with D.Va, so don't pick this character. I'm gonna put this character at a B tier. The reason is you're probably just gonna stand there, soak damage, give the other team ults, and that's not something you want to do. So for plat and below, D.Va is not a good character in my opinion. She's just not, she's really straightforward to play, but she's really hard to actually make use of, if that makes sense. Because like 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna be useless and you're just gonna shoot. Okay, then Zenyatta. Zenyatta is really strong, but in lower elos, never pick this character. This character is C tier. This character is too hard to play. If you main support and you're just trying to get into the game, don't start off with Zenyatta. He's too hard to play. I'm gonna put Bastion in dog because he's not available at the moment. Same with Torbjorn. So they're gonna be in dog just because they're not available at the moment. Now, we're going to go to Winston. Winston is very straightforward. He's not as straightforward as most people think, but he's very straightforward. So Winston is actually an S tier. Winston is really good for lower elos because he can basically jump in their backline, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to be so disorganized that you're just like able to pick off whoever you jump on. And especially if you do queue it like a Lucio or someone else who can dive, you can just like destroy teams from the back, and it's actually very easy to play. All you have to keep in mind is Winston is not a tank that you just want to sit on point with. You have to dive with it. McCree is really strong if you have good aim. If you don't have good aim, please never play this character. I'm gonna put him at B tier as well. This basically depends on aim. Like if you're a CSGO player that's trying to pick up Overwatch, okay, you can start off with playing McCree and try to pop off with him. But for all the new players that aren't like global in CS, don't touch McCree until you get used to the aim and like the movement of all the characters. Then moving on with Sigma. Sigma is very easy and straightforward to play. Just a basic tank that sits on the point. I'm just gonna give him A tier for the lower elos. Okay, let's move on to the most hated character in the game. This is probably, Widowmaker is probably the single most OP character that can solo carry games without any help if you are good. But we are talking about plat and below, or even diamond and below. You are not good. You don't know how to play the game yet. No offense, but stay away from this character. This character is dog. And if you're gonna look at my tier list for the higher elos, this is easily S tier. Now, Orisa, easy S tier. Very easy to play. Very straightforward. Very strong. Just sits on point, kills everything. Like, no explanation needed. Same for Baptiste. He's very just overall easy to play. Right click for heal, occasional shift, shoot at the enemy. Very easy to play. I'm just gonna give him an A tier. Ashe, same reason as the Widowmaker. You're not gonna hit your shots. Don't play Ashe, dog tier. It's just too hard to play for the lower elos. Like pick these characters up as soon as you're above diamond, in my opinion. Then Genji. Genji's kind of hard because like he's a very hard character to play. But he's very strong right now. And it's easier to make a Genji work than to make a Widowmaker work, for example. What I'm gonna say is Genji is actually a solid, I'd say, maybe between A or B tier. I'm not sure, actually. Like, if you are kind of decent with him, he's A tier. And if you're, like, not really familiar with the game, he's B tier. I'm just going to put him... actually, I'm going to put him A tier because he's so strong right now. Okay, next character, Sojourn. Sojourn is actually surprisingly, like, good for solo queue because you can get picks very easily. I'd say this is a pretty easy character to play. because you just need the occasional pick. I'm just going to put her in A tier as well. Now we're going to move on to the next S tier, and that is Zarya. Very easy to play. People in lower elos never, like, they have no trigger control, so when you put a bubble on, they're still going to shoot. You're going to get a lot of energy and you're going to do so much DPS. Like, even in the higher elos, Zarya is completely broken. So I would recommend this character 9 times out of 10 if you want to play tank. Easy S tier. Probably the best S tier out of all the S tiers right now. Then we have the new character, Junker Queen. I really don't know too much about Junker Queen at the moment. I feel like she's pretty straightforward to play, weaker than the other things. I'm just going to put her B tier. Now, for the next support, Moira. Easy S tier. Very easy to play, very dominant, very forgiving if you make a mistake, unlike Zenyatta. This is a super easy character to play, super high impact, just recommend it. At the moment, Mercy, I would put Mercy at C tier or like B tier, I think C tier even, unless you actually dual queue with like a good DPS main. If you are dual queuing with a good DPS main, Mercy is definitely stronger than C tier. I would even put her like at A tier. But right now we're looking at solo queue. I would put her at C tier because if you have just garbage DPS, Mercy's not going to do anything. Now, Mei is kind of situational. Mei is very good at holding points. So I would put her at A tier because she's very easy to play, very straightforward, wall off the tank, kill the tank, and the enemies can't push anymore. Now, I'm also going to put Hanzo at a little bit higher tier for the lower elos because he's just very easy to get a random pick with. Like, you don't need any aim to kill someone with Hanzo. You just spam and hope for a random headshot, and 9 times out of 10 you are going to get a random headshot. So I think I would put him maybe at A or B. I would probably put Hanzo at... he's... Depending on how good you are, I will put him at A tier. I will put him at A tier. It's fine. He will drop below. And actually, maybe I should put McCree at C tier then. If Hanzo is A tier, I should probably put McCree at C tier. Kiriko, very, very, very strong support right now. If you are a diamond and above, I will put her at easy S tier because she's so strong. Like, her damage is ridiculous and she's very good against dive. But I'm gonna put her at A tier, assuming that you guys can't shoot your enemies in the head. So I'm gonna put her at A. Lucio, very easy to play. I'm gonna put him easy S tier. If you know what you're doing with Lucio, you can help your tanks engage, you can help disengage. But like the most important thing why he's in S tier for me in the lower elos is you don't need any skills to heal. That's basically it. Reaper, also easy S tier. You just walk at your enemy, hold left click, and occasionally you flank with ulti. Very easy to play. Like, of course, in the higher elos, he's going to be used a little bit differently than in lower elo, but it's very easy, straightforward to play. Now, next character, Ana, I will put her at B tier. She's not as hard to play as Zen, but she is definitely harder to play because you need to hit your... actually, I'm going to put her at C tier. You're not going to hit your shots. So you have to hit your shots with Ana. If you start DPSing, you're going to neglect your team. Your anti-heal nades are very important. Sleep is very important. Huyu Nano is very important. Probably a little bit too hard to play at start, but probably better play Moira and Lucio or Kiriko. Next character, Soldier. Now, the thing is with Soldier, he seems very easy and straightforward to play, so you put him in S tier, right? But the thing is, they changed his spray pattern from Overwatch 1, and it actually made him a lot harder to hit your shots with. So I'm going to put him at B tier. Like, unless you have, like, the tracking of IDDQD, you are not going to hit a lot of shots with Soldier. But he is pretty straightforward to play. I think he's just not strong enough if you don't hit your shots. Maybe actually put him at A tier. Yeah, I'm actually just going to put him at A tier because he's so self-sufficient. Like, his tactical visor can still clean up, I guess, in lower elos. Now, another character that is absolute S tier in lower elos and is absolute dog shit in higher elos on most maps is Junkrat. People on lower elos have no clue what to do against this character. You just spam and people walk into your traps, they walk into your mines. Your ulti is great. Like, on most maps, this is actually a good character unless you're playing on maps like, I don't know, where there's like a lot of open surface. This is not very good pick, but against, like, in most maps where you just have to defend, this is actually a very, very, very good character right now. If this, like, and in the higher elos, like Master and above, this character basically just doesn't get picked anymore. Unless it's, like, very specific. Same goes for Symmetra. Very easy, straightforward to play. Enemies will get hard staggered against this, don't know what to do against this. I'm gonna put her at A tier. Tracer, put her at dog tier. Like, if you're trash, please don't pick up Tracer. She's just too squishy, too mechanically intensive. Like, I'm high master on every role, and I cannot play this character to save my life. Like, if I can make this character work, trust me, if you're new at the game, you're not gonna make this character work. It takes too much mechanical skill to stay alive and do damage at the same time. If you can play this character, like, she's really good, but you have to be really good before she becomes useful. Ball, also very easy to play, very straightforward, putting him straight A tier. You can do a lot of work with this character. And next character as well, Hawk, easy S tier. In the higher elos, this is going to be like C tier, I think. But in lower elo, Hawk is just like, imagine you're playing tank and your entire team is useless, but so is the enemy team. You can just get easy hooks, get easy picks. Actually, he's not as strong as Zarya, for example. Hawk is between A and S, I think. But I'm going to put him in S tier, assuming that you can land your hooks. If you don't land your hooks, he's going to be A tier. So assuming you can land hooks, he's going to be an easy S tier. Reinhardt, also very straightforward, easy S tier. You don't have to think about a lot. You just left click, you shield occasionally, you have an occasional shatter, and you just like, yeah, wipe the enemies. Very easy. Same with Pharah, very easy S tier, because people are, one, not going to play hit scan, or two, they are not going to hit their shots with a McCree. Or like a Widowmaker or an Ashe. Like, look at all these hit scans in like the bottom. Half of the tier list, and then you have Pharah, and she's going to be completely broken because people can't hit their shots, especially if you pair it with like a Mercy. Now the thing is, if you get to higher elo where McCree, Ashe, and Widow are actually S tier, Pharah is going to be dog tier because she's going to get shot out of the air instantly. Same goes for Echo, even though I think Echo is a lot worse than Pharah. She's harder to play, so I'm just going to put Echo at B tier. She basically does the same as Pharah, but like harder to play, basically. Sombra, very easy character to play, very easy to be useful. You just hack. You just go behind them, hack, do some damage, go back to her healing orb. Very easy to play. I'm gonna put her A tier. Brigitte, really weak at the moment. Maybe in lower elo she might be a little bit better, but I'm actually gonna put her at B tier. And then the last character, my absolute favorite character from Overwatch 1, the character I have the most hours on, is absolutely dog. Don't play this character until it gets buffed. My goodness, is Doomfist weak. Like, oh my god, just ignore this character's existence. It's absolute dog shit. Does no damage, is not tanky at all. Absolutely needs some buffs. I've played this character like over a few hundred hours. Please don't play him in Overwatch 2. He's just too bad. I tried everything to make him work. He's just too bad. Yeah. I hope you guys learned something. If I missed something with the tier list, please let me know in the comments below. And also, if you want to see the higher elo tier list, please let me know. Any other recommendations, any other questions, I will be reading all the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed day.
I've got 8 bad bitches, but my bitch down. Everything I do is going south. Why do I bring these toxic bitches to my house? Keep on telling me I'm fine, yeah. Get in line, yeah. I've got